does not connect to the laptop or something.
Yeah, because I use a web-based one. Probably that's the reason.
Yeah. Anyway, I hope participants will join in soon.
Okay.
If there's no participants in your room, we won't conduct this, and then you can have a break.
Okay, sure. We'll see
Okay.
in a few more minutes. Thank you, Cedric.
Cheers. I will see you later.
Yeah, thank you. Hello.
Hello. This
Hello.
is room 3, right?
Yes, this is room 3 for Google.
Oh,
You
then
wanted to join Google or Moodle Forum?
room 1 is for what, huh?
Room 1 is for learning science. However, today the instructor for learning science is not available, so we only open for room 2 and room 3.
Oh, okay. Uh,
Yushan,
then
are you interested? You can choose either room 2 or room 3. Room 2 is for Moodle Forum,
I
and room
think
3 is for Google.
then probably I go to room 2 lah.
Okay, all right, sure. Hello,
Oh, oh,
hello.
yes,
Hi, can you hear me all right?
yeah, who's there? Dulu,
Awesome.
right?
Sorry, this is room 3 for Google.
Ah, yes, that's right.
Okay, all right. So let me check if other people are joining us. So everyone already went to their respective room. So okay, I think everyone is already in their chosen room. So yeah, we can start now. Awesome. So for today, I'm going to demonstrate about Coggle, which is a very interesting platform to do mind mapping, collaborative discussion, whether asynchronous mode or synchronous mode. Okay, first I will share my screen. Please let me know if you are able to see my screen. Can just want to
Yes,
check. Are you able to see my screen?
yes,
Okay, awesome. So, Google is one of alternative software or platform that we can use for collaborative discussion to make it more engaging, to get a real time feedback with the students, and so many other opportunities. So, for today, what we're going to do is we're going to go through probably some of my instruction, the slide. And apart from that, we're also going to do a bit of activity over here where which I will brief soon. Okay. All right. So let's start Google in teaching. So this is the learning points for today. We are going to go through all this today together. So first, we're going to go through introduction to Google. Next, we will see why we should integrate Google in teaching and learning environment. Next, the basic Google function. So for this part, we are going to do it together so we can learn together and go through all the steps one by one. Next is how we can adapt Google in a synchronous session. And the last part is adapting Google in synchronous session. Okay. Before we start, I would like to invite you to complete this survey first. This is a very important survey because we're going to use this as attendance and also for us to have a look at of the pre ID of the learning, and also we're going to match it with the post session later, which will greatly contribute to us so that we can improve the lesson. Okay, so I'll give probably 2 minutes to complete the survey first before we start going to understanding Google together. Okay, I think I hope everyone is good with the survey because I want to continue to our lesson today. All right. So introduction to Google. So what is Google about? What how Google can help us? So Google is an internet mind mapping tool where we can use it to basically come up with our own mind map or probably a collaborative mind map. So the mind mapping tool allow us to share and collaborate in discussion so that everyone can contribute to the same canvas. So everyone can learn from each other and also expand each other ideas or make it into detail. So as this can be a very, very good tool to mind map and also to make the discussion more interesting, it will be a great study and learning aid. Okay, why we should integrate Google in a teaching learning environment? First of all, Google adapted Tony Buzan mind mapping theory of learning, where it was believed that when the idea is put into mind maps, and everything is very very good for learning purposes, for understanding big picture, and also for memory retention. So the idea of learning through mind map helps a lot in seeing things from a bird eye view and somehow also for those people who can it will be very very easy to memorize the item when it is in the form of mind map. The second one is everything is stored online so that we can always get the latest updated version, considering everyone can contribute to the same page and also it will be timestamped all the time. So it is good that it can always be accessible through online. And next is we can also share with people to edit and collaborate. So it's not just about creating our own mind map. We can also share it with people so that people can also be part of the great idea. Next one is the notes can be exported very, very easily. So once the activities is done, when the mind map is complete and looks good, we can always export it. And last one is it can also be a form of simple assignment or task for students to complete. So let's say you want to make the mind mapping, the brainstorming session to be part of the student activity where they can get marks or token. So we can use this as a tool so that students can do this as a part of the assignment or part of the task, which can let them to be as either assessed or to gain some badges or marks. So that's something we can do. So it's not only just a mind map, it's not only just a collaborative platform. It also can be a part where we can assess student and where we can see the understanding of the students through the contribution to their contribution to the mind map. Okay, so this is the first part, which is sign up and register at google.it. So for this part, I'm not going to go into detail because this is where we can create our own sign up for Google or create our own account. However, for the purpose of this program, the 4C digital tool, 4C digital for digital enhanced teaching for 4C academics, we are going to give you premium account after I would say probably in 2 weeks time you're going to give your premium account, so you don't need to go through all this. You don't need to create your own account because for this part it is about creating a free account where it has some drawbacks, which if you create a free account you need to invite students in. However, with the premium account you can just give the link to the student and the student can contribute right away. So I will just leave this for reference just in case you want to create your own account for different matter. Okay, so we are going to move to this part, which is creating the canvas and diagram. For this one also, I have created the canvas. And for today's tutorial, we are not going to create any new canvas. We will just going to contribute to the same canvas. So, but just for future work, I would like to go through it, just go through it together, so that just in case you want to have your own canvas later, this is how we're going to do it. So this is the screenshot of how it looked like once we log in into the account. Then we can move forward to this part. I already enlarged it here, which is create diagram and upgrade now. Upgrade now is for the premium account, but no worries on this because we will get a premium account for you. And then create diagram, and you will be brought to the center part where there is a box to edit the title. So I already do this part for us for today. So I would like to invite all the participants to join me in the canvas so that we can go it together. We can go through it together where I will give some instruction first on how to do it. Then we are going to do it together at the same canvas to see if everyone is on board. Okay, so please use this link. You can either scan this link or go to the link here. You can copy this and put it in your browser. And then we can go through our tutorials in the canvas itself, which is this is the canvas. So I believe one of participants are already in. So thank you for that. So let's move to the next one, which is the first function that we're going to go through is creating a title in the central box. Okay, so this is how to create the title. Usually this part will always shown. So you can just double click the title. You can also always add the symbol to add any branches, and you can add the title in the central box. Okay, so for this one, I already come up with the title. I already come up with the title in the middle. So what we're going to do now is I would like to invite each of you to I would like to invite each of you to add another branches so that you can get your own box up here or down here. Okay. So please click to any branches so that you can have your own box, and all the tutorials today will go through everything that can happen in the box. So this box is the same throughout any box, be it the title or branches. So let's try that out. Add another branches, and probably you can share with me why you choose teaching as a profession. So once I will do it here. So let's try to click the branches. So the branches come up. And once the branches come up, I will let's contribute to the box. So why you choose the teaching as a profession? So probably for me, I would say that because I love to talk. Okay, so you can just type it here. I love to talk. Okay, this is my reason. So I'll just click enter. So then we will have another branches. So I would like to invite each of you to add another branches down here probably, and share with me why you choose teaching as a profession.
Nuru, I didn't see the when you if we want to add a branch, okay,
Okay.
we need to see a plus symbol there, right?
Yeah, just hover it over here, and then just click the, as you can see, I have a branch. I have a
Oh,
symbol
okay,
down
okay.
there.
Yeah,
Yes, awesome.
yeah.
Okay, all
Okay.
right. Okay, and then click to add it. You can double click that, or even single click also works. And then yeah, probably share with me why you choose teaching as a profession.
Okay. Then once done, then just
Once done, you click enter, or you can also click the outer area of the box.
oh, okay.
Okay, I like to share knowledge. Thank you so much. So yeah, we have two my ones. I like to talk and I like to share knowledge. Awesome. Let's move to the next one. So next one is the another function that can be embedded in the box, which is adding picture. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to click the box where we put our reason why we choose teaching as a profession, and then choose the image option over there. There are four options. One is letter A, one is the link, one is the image, and one is the lightning icon. So choose the image option, and then just upload any image that you want, which you have in your laptop or computer, and then we click at the outer area for the box to preview. So this is how we can add picture. Okay, so I will do it together. So just double click the box, okay, and then choose upload an image, which is the third icon from the left, and then just choose any image that we have in our laptop or computer. And then once the image is uploaded, you can see a lot of there's a lot of words and numbers and alphabet there, and then click the outer area, and let's see how our pictures look like.
Sorry, I see, because I use my mobile phone, I accidentally clicked.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
So
how should I do it?
okay, what we can do, you can access the link again. Can you try to access the link again? Is it the same link like just now, or I can also give you the link in the chat if
Okay.
you want the link? Moment, yeah.
Yeah, can you give me in the chat? It's easier to use my computer rather than the handphone.
Okay, sure. I'll give the link in the Microsoft Team chat. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Here it is. Here's the link. I just share it in our Microsoft Team meeting room 3.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay. So then, once you manage to open the canvas again,
Yes.
double click at the I like to share knowledge part, and then add a picture in. Let's try that.
Any picture, right?
Yeah, it's okay. Take your time. This is not as complex as previous lesson, so I think we can always take our time here.
Okay.
Okay, I think I see your image. I probably need to refresh. Yeah.
Quite slow.
Okay, yeah. Oh, it's a graph. It's a graph. Okay, thank you. So that's how we can add pictures so that our mind map will look more beautiful, because we can always add pictures in. Okay, next we are going to move to the next function, which is embedded inbox, the link in the box. So why we should always put this one? So let's see if we are going to ask a student to contribute to one topic. So you can always use this function so that they can provide their citations, they can provide their sources of information, so that we can always check whether it is right. Okay. So what we can do is we can for today's lesson click in the box again, and then choose the link to a website option, which is the second from the left. And then we will see this where after our image, after the long alphabets and numbers explaining our image, there will be a bracket like link title and another bracket with the default link. So what we're going to do is we are going to replace the link. So for today's lesson, I would like to invite you to replace the link with probably your UNM profile account, like UNM profile, like UNM profile on the website, let's say. Okay, replace the default link. And the next one is you can also delete the link title and replace it with other words. So for today purpose, I think what we can do is we can replace it to profile. So what will happen is it will come up as a new word under our box where there will be link embedded in. Okay, I will try that together. So double click over here. We can see a lot more things. Don't delete anything. If you delete one thing, the image will gone. Click link to a website. So there are two things over here to arrange. So first is the link. So replace the link with other things. So for tutorial, I will just put link to Facebook, let's say facebook.com. And for the link title, we replace it to the word profile. Okay, to the word profile. So let's try that. So change the link inside the default link change the link title to profile, and then once you're done, click the outer area of the box. Okay, let's try that.
It doesn't
Okay,
appear.
as you can see over here, once we hover our cursor to the profile, you can always click it and you can see where you can always see where the link is. So this
Oh,
is very useful. Let's say if we want the students to provide links or citations, so that yeah, you can also be part of the mind map. Okay, so that's the third function. The next one is we're going to try out the text formatting. Okay, what we can do now is we can double click the box, and then we can highlight our title or our reason of why we choose teaching profession, and then we can either click bold or italic, and once we click any of the format, you can always see the asterisk coming up showing that there is a changes happening, and then we click the outer area for preview. Okay, let's try that together. So I'll just double click this, just copy the part where I put my reason I love to talk, like that. On your part is I like to share knowledge, and then click the letter A, which is the text formatting, and then put anything you want, be it the bold or italic or anything, and then click the outer area. Okay, awesome. So now it's bold and italic. So this is how we can change. We can change we can make some probably some title to be bold so that we can see it's a mother branch of other branches, like that. Okay. And then next one is, before I go to the search icon, there is one thing I realized during previous lesson. So let's say you want to make the font bigger. What you can do is, I will demonstrate it here. You can just click the box and then you can resize it. Okay, you can resize it. As you can see, when I resize it to smaller, the font size on the top left is going together with how big and how small it goes. So let's try to make it bigger. So click to the box and then make it bigger. Okay, so that's how we can change our font size. So that's the first thing. The second thing is you can also right click. Okay, you can also right click to your box, and over here you can change other things, which is you can change, let's say, the color. So let's try to change our color to different color. Okay, let's say I want to change it to yellow color. Okay, so now and then the branch will become yellow. As you can see, you can also change it to any other color, so the branch will change. Let's say if we have many students contributing and we want to make it colorful, you can always change the color. And there are other options such as delete the branch, copy the branch, delete comment on this. So you can always use the, as you can see over here, if I click here and then I click comment on this, you can give even a feedback to that particular branch. So this will be very, very useful if you want to if you make the Google as a assignment or as a task, so that you can provide the feedback to the students. So that's one way of contributing feedback, where we can comment here. So we can comment on any of the box. You can try that. You can always comment to any of the box. So that's one way of connecting to the students, connecting to the participants, so that we can give feedback to them. There is another simpler way to give feedback, which is we can even put an icon. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the box and go to the lightning part where it is a search icon function. You can click any icon. So there is a check icon, there is a cross icon. So probably we can brief them that this icon means something. So let's say you get a, uh, you can make it right or wrong. Probably fire means you need to change things. So okay, let's try to add that to our box. Okay, you can try to do any icon. So double click, go to the lightning, search for icons, and then click that one. And probably just I wanna put fire over here. So just click fire and then sorry. Okay, click fire and let's see how it looks like. Click the outer area. So yeah, I have a fire next to my profile. Okay, I would like to invite you to try. You can choose any icon.
I think I change pencil, but it goes to other place.
Okay, probably because okay, one thing that you need to be careful is let's say you double click the box, right? So make sure the cursor is at the left side. It depends. If you want to put, let's say, the icon in front, I love to talk, put the cursor over here. Okay, then green cross, let's say. So yeah, that's how you can add any icon. But please make sure that you don't put the new icon inside the link or inside the picture, because that then the system cannot read the icon. Okay, I can see your icon over there. uh oh, sorry, it's not an icon yet. What you can do is probably, okay, I will delete this one first. Can you try again to put the icon in? It's not seen. You try again.
This icon.
Yeah.
Then, okay.
Search for, yes, okay, that's how it is. So yeah, we can put icon, let's say, but of course we have to basically brief the student first what the icon means, okay, and they cannot put any icon in. And yeah, if it is not needed for any feedback, then you can just let them play around with the icon, so that yeah, probably what we can do is we can let the students, based on the trust, to whoever who they can rate the others, the contribution from the others, use it by adding some icons. So probably yeah, the one with the most right can get the, yeah, can get something like token. So that can also gamify the learning, so that the students can review each other and also contribute to each other. Okay. So next is the keyboard shortcut. So as you can see over on the right, sorry, on the bottom right of your key of your screen, you can see an icon with a question mark. So there where you can access the keyboard shortcuts, which can make things even faster. Let's say you want to copy and everything. But for me, I think the very, very important one is to undo. Let's say if things go wrong. So you can always use Control Z if you are using Windows, and use Command Z if you are using Mac. Okay. So, and then next is how we can present this. Before I go to that part, so as you can see over here, you can keep on adding branches. Let's say if you have you can always add more branches, and then you can even connect it and everything. So this is how we can basically keep on expanding to people's idea. And let's say if I want to expand to your idea, what I can do is I can click over here the the addition icon over here. So when I click over here, I can expand to your idea. Okay, so that's how it is. If you want to contribute to the main idea, is possible to just add the icon, add any branches to the center one, but you can also keep on adding things. So let's try that. Probably we can add to our own points. Okay, let me delete the one for you. Sorry, I just add from your side just now. Okay, moment, yeah. Okay, so what I will do is I will just add over here. I will just add over here, and then I will try to add, yes. Okay, so as you can see over here, you can always add more things you can always add more explanation and everything. So this is how we can make a collaborative mind map of everyone, and we can also let them have interactions to each other. It might be minimal, but it is good that we can, yeah, let everyone contribute. So there are two ways actually to let the students in. I will go through it together. So first I would like to demonstrate on how we can share, we can present the Google. So there are a few functions on the top right of the screen, which is there's a present this Google, share this Google, download this Google, invite people, time history, and comments and chat. So we're going to go through each of these one by one. Okay. So first is present this Google. What we can do is if you click this part, then it will go in the full screen. So this is useful. Let's say if you're going to use this in the synchronous session. Next is if you invited people in, what you can do is they can also contribute to this part. There are one part here. I think you cannot see it from your side now, the comments and chat, because you are not part of the collaborator. You are part of the contributor. But next in the future, when you're going to use this in your teaching environment, if you invite each student in, they can even comment over here. Okay. However, there are two things here. If you invite them in, the good thing about inviting them in is you will know which branches they are referring to. So that's a good side of it. However, it will also make them very, very, probably very intimidated to share their thoughts. Let's say probably they don't want to look, or they don't want to ask difficult questions, or they are a bit inferior to share their thoughts. So this way, there's another way, which is the sharing the Google, where we can let this we can see over here, we can click the yes so that everyone can see this diagram, and we can also choose whether the viewers can edit the diagram or not, or the viewers can create their own copies or not. So let's say if we do it this way and we give the link to the students, so they can always access the canvas. However, it will be unknown contributor. Let's say if I go here, if I go to you, I didn't know who's contributing to anything. So it will be great if you want to make a brainstorm where everybody can dump their idea in, so that because of the anonymity, it can also encourage them to be to yeah, to contribute from their heart. Okay, so you can choose either two. So I like to share this Google because it saves me a lot of time, so that I don't have to invite everyone one by one. Okay, but if you are going to go into the focus group, probably inviting is a good thing. So I already include everything over here. So let's go through it together. So first is the present. Just click the present so that it will go to the full screen mode. Next one is you can also click the comments and chat if you want to chat about the thing with the collaborators. Next is invite. So first you can click the add button next to the Google, put down the email, and then once the email is in, you can see the person is here. So this is how it is. You can just click invite people to join this Google, put their email, and once they are already accepted, what will happen is they will get a link in their email. They need to click the link, and then they need to create an account, and they will be shown here. So it is quite a long process. So that's why I encourage you to use the share Google instead, which is click to share this Google. Okay, unlock this to be everyone can view the diagram. Okay, and then click the new link, so you will get a new link over here. Okay, let me show it. Share this Google. Let's say this is not here, so you can click this to be yes, and then click the new link. I cannot click this here because if I click, then this link will be erased. to click the new link, and then you can edit. See, you can choose them to only view or can edit. You can also choose the viewers to able to create copies or not able to create any copies. That's how it is. Then after you manage to let them, let's say, edit and create is depend on you. So you can copy this and share it to the, you can share it to them through email, or you can also embed them. You can click the embed button, and then this one can be embedded in Moodle so that it can be seen in Moodle platform. Okay. Next is we can also download the Google. So let's say from this one, let's say everyone already contributed and you want to send this to all students. You can just click over here. You can choose either download as PDF, download as image, and other files, appropriate one. Okay. Okay, this is more, I would say this all of this function is more useful when you are the owner of the canvas. So once we manage, I will put these notes online on in the model. So once we manage to get the premium account and share the username and password to each of you, you can always go back to the slide and try it one by one. Okay. Another function which is very interesting is the check history function. So as you can see over here, there is a clock icon which is view and copy previous versions. So if you click that, you can see all the changes based on the minutes. So let me show it to you. I think this is not shown yet on your side. So just click over here, view and copy previous version. So once you click it here, you can see every changes, and you can drag the sliders where you can see how things change across time. So how this can be useful, we can always use this function, let's say to see. Let's say we do this in the synchronous session. So we can see who contribute the first idea will win something. Let's say, or will get extra marks. So this is how you can monitor who's the first to finish the task, because we can always go back to the each timestamp where every changes is happening, so that we know who is the first to contribute. So this is also useful if we want to see if there is anyone accidentally deleted anything. So we can always slide it back even to 2 days ago for the previous classes if you want to, just to see how the progress is. Okay. So all these four functions over here, which is present, share, download, invite, and history and comments and chat will all only be shown if you are in the admin mode. So I will once we get the premium account, you can always go back to this and try it one by one. Okay. So I'm sorry for this. Okay. So that is all the basic function of Google. So we already learned how to put the title inside any box. We already learned how to format the title. We learned how to put a link and rename the link. We already have go through how we can upload images to the box and also put interesting icons to make things more beautiful. Okay. So now we are coming to almost the end of our session today, which is our fourth learning point, which is adapting Google in a synchronous session. So how can we integrate Google in asynchronous, where it is as a form of task in, let's say, in Moodle? So first is we can make it as a collaborative mind map as a group assignment of all activities. So what we can do is we can create, let's say, 5 canvas to for 5 groups to contribute. So each of them can submit the mind map as a part of the group activity. So that's how we can use Google. So everyone can contribute to the same canvas, just like how they can always contribute to Google. So to Google document, to Google Sheet, or Google Slide. However, this is specifically for mind map. So we can basically create the canvas for them, give them each of the group different link because they are using different canvas. then they can collaborate together and submit the assignment. So that's the first way how we can make this a part of the asynchronous session. The second one is online brainstorming and idea dump. Let's say you want to let them contribute to one specific task, one specific topic. So you can just open one canvas and probably can just put a title, what is your opinion regarding global warming, let's say. So each of them can contribute. So for this part, everyone can share their ideas. We can make this anonymous so that everyone can put any ideas or even elaborate other people's idea. So this is how we can do it, where we can just put the link in the Moodle or we can embed the link in the Moodle so that it can be part of the activity. Next is how we can adapt this to a synchronous session. So let's say we want to use this during the synchronous session, during the live lecture. So what we can do is we can use this. You can always share the link like how I do today, where we can get a real time collaborative response from everyone. So that's the first thing. It's very similar to what we do today, where we have slide and we also have another windows going on where everyone can contribute ideas over there. So that's the first suggestion. The second one is activities in breakout room. It is quite similar with the grouping just now. The difference is probably we can in the one general room of Microsoft team, we can divide them into different breakout rooms and give different canvas to different breakout room. Let's say they have to finish it in 30 minutes or 15 minutes, then they will need to go back to the general room and present their mind. So that's another way where we can make the virtual lecture more engaging. Students can actively participate and be part of the contributive idea of the lesson. Okay, so that's two things. First is they can respond to one canvas while we are teaching. The second is we can create more, divide them into breakout rooms, give them access to different links, different canvas, let them work in it as a group work, and then go back to the general room and present the beautiful mind map that they have created together. Okay, so I think we come to the end of our demonstration and also our learning on Google and how we can adapt Google in teaching. So before we end, is there any question or any concern that you want to raise so that probably I can address it or we can find a solution together?
Yes, I would like to ask for the breakout room, will the system
Okay.
automatically divide students into groups? Because I have so many students.
Okay. So for breakout room in Teams, I need to check more on that because I'm not very familiar for Microsoft Teams. But I know it can happen through Zoom, where you can just let them. Let's say what we can do is, apart from asking the system to break out by themselves, what we can do is we can basically give this show the students list of the room where they will be, let's say, and then they will join the room together. However, I can also check this for you because we are also going to have one session specifically for Moodle breakout room, so for Microsoft Teams breakout room, whether it can happen automatically or not.
Oh,
Okay.
I see. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, as for now, I what I know is we can create the breakout room and probably project in the slide each where each student will be. For the automatic breakout, I need to check again.
Yeah, okay. Another question, okay. Let's say we posted this one, the Coggle,
Okay.
the canvas to the Moodle page. Okay,
Okay.
can we set the deadline?
Okay. For I think
Like
for
limit
the
in this system.
like oh yeah, let's say do it in certain time, is it? Okay. So what we can do is we cannot set it automatically, but what we can do is we can always restrict the but this require a bit of work. What we can do is you can just click the share part and let them take away the ability to edit.
Oh, I see. Okay, thanks.
Okay, so by then, let's say you give the timeline, let's say until 12 p.m. So by 12 p.m., then just let them not able to update it. So they really need to do it by time. Okay.
Okay.
And for the anonymous part, let's say if you don't want to invite them one by one, what you can also do is you can always let them put the name before their point so that you can see if everyone have contributed or not.
Okay, I see. Thanks.
Okay. Also, any other questions or concerns?
No, so far. So far,
Okay.
so good.
I
Okay,
will
thanks.
try to get back to you about the automatic breakout room. Probably we are going to announce it in Moodle.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Okay. So thank you so much for being part of today's lesson. So I'd like to invite you to please help me complete this post session survey so that we can always improve from our side about the demonstration. We can always also assess how much understanding is throughout this session. So for the UNM, for the ID, just put UNM ID. Usually it is the uh, I think it is the one in the Nottingham email account. Okay, just put the ID, and yeah, thank you so much for joining, and you can complete this throughout the day.
Okay, thank you so much, Nuru. Okay,
Okay, thank you. Have a great day.
okay, you too.
You
Thanks.
managed to get the link already, is it? Or
Yes.
I okay,
Yeah, I
awesome.
managed to get it. Yeah. Okay,
Okay,
thanks.
awesome.
Okay,
Thank
bye.
you.
Bye.
Have a great day.